Spiral move.
What on earth? Oh my God! The window!
After some speculation online before SmackDown came to air, it was announced that Logan Paul would challenge for the undisputed WWE Championship. The last time these guys were in Saudi, Logan was winning the US title against Rey Mysterio and Cody was fighting Damian Priest. Now Damian Priest and Cody Rhodes hold the top titles in the company. This is great booking for Cody. There is no doubt that Logan brings in a valuable demographic for the WWE. Seems like they are really pushing for a new, younger audience with the Netflix deal and the decision to bring in stars like Logan Paul and his social media partners. Based on the facts that the WWE have put the US title on Logan and given him the center ring sponsorship to make him a bigger heel and trust him in marquee matches for their big premium live events, we can imply that Logan is massively valuable to the company despite his inexperience. When Cody inevitably defeats Paul at the premium live event, not only will it make him a bigger babyface, but it will also shine the spotlight on him in front of that Logan Paul demographic, giving him the opportunity to win over new fans. But what was most surprising is how well Logan was able to hold his own against one of the best promo guys in the industry right now. Can't wait to see how their match turns out. This was very tough to call because there was so much great wrestling going around from both the men and the women. We decided to go with Cargill and Niven, but we had to select an honorable mention as well, which will be discussed next. Cargill and Niven really came out to prove something tonight. They both just knew that they had to bring it, and they did. This is the best match to date for both of these stars. I expected a classic meat-slapping meat match, but this was a fast-paced match with both stars exhibiting their strength and athleticism. Not only did the match make Jade look great, but it also made Piper look great too. It was the first time they have really let Niven go, and she really impressed. They should let her do more of that, so she can gain more experience and become even better. The only reason this match won out against the honorable mention is because it was something fresh that made us excited for the future. It looks like their attempts to beef up the women's division are finally bearing fruit. Let's hope they don't drop the ball. The Randy and AJ match was a classic from bell to bell. It seems the motive for Monday's Raw and Friday's SmackDown was to inject prestige back into the King and Queen of the Ring tournaments, and this was the best way to cap things off. The seriousness in which both superstars conducted themselves and approached the match really made it seem like they were fighting for something that they wanted. It made me start to believe that it might be different this time. Randy, AJ, and the producers of this match crafted an old-school banger that all ages would be entertained by. They had a story to tell, and they told it well. When the final bell rings, we understand just how important the King of the Ring is to these superstars, and how hard they are willing to fight to get their hands on that crown. When the audience sees how much this means to their favorite superstars, they start to understand the prestige of the crown. We have to take a minute to cover the Carmelo Hayes and Baron Corbin match. Carmelo's work since joining the roster is promising booking. It shows that creative are serious about establishing this star and are intending to tell a long-term story with him. Hayes is one of the first stars that Triple H will be in charge of since inception, so it will be interesting to see what the plans are for him. Hopefully he keeps up the momentum. But we need to talk about Corbin. Not only is he a babyface now, but he also put on a great match against Hayes. CM Punk wasn't lying when he said hell froze over. When the final bell rang, I found myself thinking, I'd love to see more of that. You love to see it. I am happy to see something finally working for him. Here's hoping the gimmick takes off. This latest solo promo looks like he has put his imposter syndrome firmly behind him, and now has the confidence to embody his character. He has figured out the limits of this character, and he is ready to go. Seeing the growth of Solo in such a short amount of time, both in ring and on the mic, is astounding. It looks like being surrounded by greatness has really forced him to become great himself. It's probably because he doesn't want to look like the weakest link. Credit to Solo and Paul Heyman, they are really starting to create someone who may be a viable threat for the tribal chief. Even when he isn't there, Roman still elevates stars.